going on? Well, another day up here bear hunting. I just seriously dropped camp. I'm not even kidding. I just dropped camp. Got into this little basin, and there's this big old sow with 2 cubs right here below me, and then there's a boar, it looks like. I'm assuming. I don't know, it's not a very big bear, not a very old bear, it doesn't look like, but it's a blonde. And I really want a blonde. I've been watching it, I can't see cubs with it. It's not near as big as this one right under me. But I'm gonna go in for that blonde. I would love to get a freaking blonde color phase bear. So, yeah, this boar, or this sow right here, is only 600 yards below me. Very doable shot. The blonde's a long ways away, but I think if I act fast, I can get down and get in position to get a shot on it pretty easily. So let's go see what we can do. Stuff's panning out already. I was planning on camping and sitting all day tomorrow, but hopefully we can just get it done tonight.
Just you wait to listen for the storm. Hear the difference in the wind. When dark clouds form and start to turn, I'll run again. Far away when the hurricane comes in. Well, I'm the only island in the way, but I was born to fight the wind and rain. Sometimes a man will keep himself in shame, mask a painful past he overcame. Oh yes, oh, oh yes.
Little update. So, the blonde, I decided I better watch him before I went in and see what he did. I think he might have went over the backside of that ridge that he was on, and it's very thick timber over there. So, I'm not sure what to do. I might just have to wait and see if he comes back out. But the other thing that made me kind of stay is this sow down here just sent her cubs up the tree. She just barked at something, and she just keeps looking up in the trees, kind of nervous. So there could be a boar right here too. I don't know. I don't know much about bear hunting, but I've heard that boars typically aren't very far from sows right now, so I don't know. But anyways, we're gonna sit here and glass for a while, see what we can see. Like I said, that blonde, he's in a not the greatest spot. If I would have been here maybe an hour ago, I think he was gonna be in a really good spot. Where I first saw him would have been the perfect spot for him, but yep, I was just a little too late. But anyways, we're gonna hang out, see what happens. But we got some bears, and I've only been here 20 minutes, so yeah, it's a good start. Alright, I won't lie, I'm feeling really dumb right now. That blonde fed back out. Yeah, I should have bombed down there, got in position, and he would be at 400, probably 500 yards from where I was going to sit down. Yeah, but he did feed back out. So I messed up that tonight. I have maybe an hour left of light. I'm not sure. Like, I could probably make it happen tonight, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And I'd have to go past this sow with cubs, and I'm not too worried about going past them in the light, but I really don't want to deal with them in the dark. So I think my phone's about dead, and I don't have a phone cord. It's back at camp, so I wouldn't be able to get a video of the shot or anything. So I think I'm just going to go back to camp, watch him till dark, go back to camp, and then hope and pray that he comes out tomorrow. So that's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do. But yeah, I'm just gonna watch him till dark. Hopefully get some video of him before my phone dies for you guys. He's about 1.25 miles out, so not the greatest video, but yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. Well, it's getting kind of dark, but I just made it back to camp. I watched that bear for a while. I know what hillside he's hanging out on. Hopefully he stays there. By the end of it, there was a cow elk in there that was kind of bothered. She was not a big fan of the bear, but she would not leave the area. So I almost wonder if she has a calf right there or something. It's hard to say, but anyways, if so, maybe the bear will be there tomorrow. Hopefully he doesn't get a hold of the calf, but I guess maybe the calf will keep him around. I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to set up the hammock here. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned, I couldn't find my freaking tent stakes, so I just grabbed the hammock last second. So that's what I'm doing. Gonna get a little fire going, eat some food, and then we'll get after it in the morning. But I've been bear hunting the past week every day, and these are the first bears I've seen, so I am pretty pumped about that. Anyways, let's get stuff set up while we have a little bit of light. What's going on? Good morning. Just woke up a little bit ago. Just been hanging out a little bit. Not in too big of a hurry, because bears, from what I know, are pretty lazy animals. So anyways, I'm just gonna hike out to my glassing knob. It's still pretty early, so I'm gonna hike over to the glassing knob, just sit there, wait for a little bit, and see what I can see. And then if I don't know, before too long I'll probably drop down where I'll be in range of that blonde bear. So yeah, hopefully I see him before I drop down, but if not, I probably still will go down there and see what I got, just in case he does come out. But anyways, let's get to the glassing knob.
Armed and ready with the lies you overheard. Well, strike me down like a lightning in the dark. just wait and listen for the storm. You can hear the difference in the wind when the dark clouds form and start to turn. I'll run again, far away when the hurricane comes in. When the dark clouds form and start to turn, I'll run again, far away when the hurricane, oh, that old hurricane comes.
Alright, I won't lie, it's been a while since I've talked to you guys. I've been waiting on this bear all day. I took a break from about noon to 2:30, went back to camp and laid in the hammock for a while. Got a little bit of rest, but I am not seeing a bear today. I've seen a few elk. That's about it. Haven't eaten anything, just a couple little snacks here and there, but I've got the jet boil I'm about to fire up. That's the only meal I have left, so I've been saving it for when I was getting pretty hungry and I decided it was time. So I'm gonna heat that up, eat it, and then hopefully this bear comes out. It's about 5:30 right now, and I first saw these bears at about 6:15 last night, so hopefully they will come back out. But I have come to the realization that it is like peak rut for bears right now, so that definitely is a downside, meaning that boar might not come back tonight. But who's to say? Either way, we're gonna sit here, wait for a little while. I'll let you know what happens. Well, sorry for all the huffing and puffing. I've been sitting here for hours glassing, and I took a little hike to look off where that sow and cubs was yesterday, see if I could see them. And I get down there and I glassed over to where the blonde was, just for fun. And he's out, so I gotta get the move on. I have a couple hours, but yeah, I gotta get down there. Let's go get him. Alright, I'm dropping down. The issue is, he went over that ridge again to the backside timber, but last night he did that, so I didn't go after him, and then he ended up coming back over, so I can't risk it again. I gotta go in. I just gotta find a way down. It's steep. It's very steep. Gonna lose a lot of elevation going down there. And I have to leave tonight, so this is, hopefully it works out, cause yeah, it's gonna be a long night. freaking got down here. I just got within 70 yards, 60, 70 yards of the sow and cubs. I just got to this little spot where I was gonna stop. And it puts that opposite hillside at about 500 yards. And I look down and there's a bear standing there at 60 yards originally. And then it ended up feeding down to 70 by the time I got the camera on it. When I loaded my pistol, she actually got kind of nervous. And she looked up for a minute, and then she went down, got her cubs, and circled out of here, but pretty freaking wild. So now I'm just waiting for the blonde one to come back out. Hopefully he feeds across here, but I'm definitely keeping my eyes open because that sow is right here somewhere still. So I gotta be prepared, but that was pretty dang cool. Definitely one of the coolest things I've had happen in the wild like this. We're set up and ready to go. So what I just learned, if you have trekking poles, if you take the straps and put them over each other and put them in an X, it actually makes for super sturdy shooting sticks. Yes, I know, my gun's rusty. I need to get it taken care of, but that's what I got for a shooting setup right now. It's pretty sturdy, so. Only thing I'm missing is a bear walking across the hillside. We have about an hour of light. Maybe a little less, but we are gonna sit here and see what happens. Well, I don't know where I left you guys off at, but that bear never did come out. The blonde and the sow was just, it wouldn't leave. The sow and the cubs hung out at like 80 yards for a while. I couldn't even see the sow. She was in the thick stuff and it was kind of making me uneasy, but the blonde never came out. And right before dark, I hurried and packed my stuff up. I didn't want to deal with that sow in the dark and headed back up. So back at the dirt bike, got all my stuff loaded up, and that's gonna round out that one. I'm gonna plan on heading back out bear hunting here soon, but yeah, that's gonna round out that trip. Super fun. Had some super cool encounters with those bears. Like you guys saw, I got into 60, 70 yards of that sow and the cubs, and it was pretty cool. Got some really cool video for you guys that you guys probably already saw. So, and I got some video of those cubs up in the tree. So really cool time. May not have filled the tag, but that was a successful hunt in my opinion, just to get that close to those bears and just see some of those things, because I don't bear hunt very often, or I never really have. So it was pretty cool to just have those experiences. But anyways, I got a ways off the mountain here, so I got some things I got to get ready, and I'm headed to a shed and tell event tomorrow. So that's the plan, so I better get off of here. But thanks for watching, and stay tuned, because I hope to get out soon and get a bear down. Come find Blondie again.